I can't stop thinking about her, but I must. I have a job to do, and it won't help either of us if I'm not totally focused. That tarp is covering something. Huh. Bucket, rags, squeegee, tools of the trade for window washers. Probably didn't feel like carrying their equipment up to the roof every time, so they stashed it here. I don't need the squeegee. The bucket? Not really. This rag, on the other hand, I could wipe away fingerprints with it. Climbing equipment, including a rope, a cloth bag. Huh? A pack of gum? Why did Inch put a pack of gum in a cloth bag? That's all. Climbing equipment and a pack of chewing gum. I'm beginning to feel under-equipped for this burglary. Looks like I'll have to improvise. There's nothing else in the bag, and I don't need the bag itself. This is the same climbing equipment that I wore for the burglary in London, only the mask is missing. Does Inch want to make sure that the security cameras can see my handsome face? A good rope, and more than long enough to abseil down into the treasure chamber. I'll leave it there until I need it. A small cloth bag that can be drawn together at the top. No, Inch said everything I need is in the bag. I believe him. He wants the jewel. Until he gets it, he won't put any obstacles in my path. I can see the treasure chamber. There are several people moving around down there. I think the eye is being delivered. This window can be opened. Must be an entrance for the window washers and maintenance crews when they have to work up here in the cupola. There's a mechanism that opens the window when you turn the crank. I see two contacts down there on the frame. There's a piece of metal stuck between them and fixed to the window. If I open the window, the piece of metal will move, breaking the circuit and setting off an alarm. Unless the guards have been notified beforehand, which is hardly an option in my case, I have to bypass the circuit. Somehow I have to get at the contacts of the alarm system and override the circuit. Only then can I open the window safely. A good rope, and more than long enough to abseil down into the treasure chamber. Everything will be fine. Nothing will go wrong. We'll walk out of the museum and get married. Somehow I have to get at the contacts of the alarm system and override the circuit. Only one piece left. What's this? Unless this is the most expensive chewing gum commercial ever, Inch wanted me to find the diamond. I'm sure it's not a reward for all my hard work. The diamond isn't bad. Not flawless, but very big. Would it be good for an engagement ring? Once the chewing gum loses its flavor, I can wrap it in this and throw it away. I once heard that chewing gum improves concentration. I could really use the help. A small rag, maybe for polishing windows? How's that supposed to work? The contacts are on the other side of the window. I can't reach them. A small cloth bag that can be drawn together at the top. There was a pack of gum in the bag with a diamond inside. Inch wanted to make sure that it didn't get lost. That really isn't my job. I'll leave it there until I need it. A crank. Something for opening windows that are too heavy to move with your hands. Your new home. Somehow I have to get at the contacts of the alarm system and override the circuit. Only then can I open the window safely. How's that supposed to work? The contacts are on the other side of the window. I can't reach them. Huh. I can't cut any of the windows out of the frame, but this window has a rubber seal on the bottom and the sides. The roof of the museum is now officially drafty. Yes, the aluminum foil might bypass the circuit. Ugh, that's darn tight. I can override the contacts with the strip, but I can't... Oh, damn! I lost the strip! It would never have worked anyway. The gap was too small. Without a seal, there's a 1 or 2 centimeter gap below the window, just enough to slip a couple of fingers through. Without a seal, there's a 1 or 2 centimeter gap below the window, just enough to slip a couple of fingers through. I cut away as much of the seal as possible. I can't make the gap any larger with the knife. Without a seal, there's a 1 or 2 centimeter gap below the window, just enough to slip a couple of fingers through. What's that supposed to do? Rags don't conduct electricity. Maybe the tap is meant to depressurize the water tank if it rains too much. Or it's just a practical way for the window washers to get some fresh water up here. Oh, cold. Dripping wet. I'm not putting it in my pocket like that. Okay, I'm in. And now back and forth and away we go. Got it. The wet rag is lying on the contacts. Excellent. No alarm. Okay, I don't see anyone.
Such an attempt would fail here. The display case is bolted to the floor and weighs several hundred kilograms.
What's that? A camera?
The latest model. It's called video surveillance.
I've heard about that. The images are recorded and can be viewed again later.
That's right. Images from all three cameras are recorded in the guard room.
Wow.
As I've said, we've spared no effort and no expense.
I think I've seen enough here, but I'm interested in something else.
The camera covers the whole room, and I don't have a mask. Just have to hope that Inch knocked out the guard in the guard room. If not, he'll be on his way to check the cameras soon. Here goes nothing. The camera is no longer a threat. Now or never. As a visitor, I'd only have eyes for the jewel. As a burglar, though, I'm more interested in the bulletproof glass, about half an inch thick. There's no glass cutter that could do the job. Someone could come back any moment. and then I'll have another problem. I need to hurry. All right then, bulletproof glass. How can I get past it? All right then, bulletproof glass. How can I get past it? Of course, diamonds cut glass. And even bulletproof glass is softer than a diamond. But the diamond is tiny. I can barely hold it. And I need to do more than just scratch the glass. I'll press the diamond into the chewing gum with the tip towards the window. The chewing gum holds the tip of the diamond right on the bulletproof glass. That's promising. The chewing gum holds the tip of the diamond right on the bulletproof glass. That's promising. This cordon doesn't apply to burglars. Everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. No, no! He wants to lock me in. But why? He doesn't have the jewel yet. What is he? Oh, no! Oh, my head hurts. Constable Oliver. He's totally focused on the hole in the floor. As long as I'm quiet, he won't notice me. As long as I'm quiet, he won't notice me. The sarcophagus protected me from flying debris. The ancient Egyptians knew their stuff. This is the opposite of a clever burglary. Inch must have decided to do it the violent way as soon as he realized he couldn't count on me. I would have died in the explosion and been the scapegoat. I have to get back to the attic as fast as I can. Inch is there alone with Alex. I have to get back to the attic as fast as I can. Inch is there alone with Alex. As long as I'm quiet, he won't notice me.
He's up there, Robert. I know it.
Maybe. Go to the guard room and open the gates.
Tell the director.
Zellner, don't do it. It's too dangerous.
I've got everything under control.
Sorry, Constable. He's unconscious. He'll wake up with a headache in a few minutes. There is no other way.
How did you do it? How did you plant the message on the safe in the train? How did you know that Gebhardt killed the Baroness? And the demolition charge below the treasure chamber? How did you manage it all? Even if your arm isn't lame.
Oh, it is, believe me. I needed help, it's true. A messenger boy to replace my arms and legs.
A messenger boy?
Ah, Adil. This could be interesting. He's quite talented, but unreliable. He has a mind of his own plans. Don't you, Adil?
I never wanted blood to be shed, but it's time to make an exception.
He only forgot one thing. I keep things firmly in hand. Always. End of story.
No!
Stupid little policeman. He shouldn't have messed with the Raven.
You aren't the Raven! The Raven would never have shot a defenseless old man!
No, he wouldn't have. But now he has. At least that's what everyone will think.
Why does that matter? Who are you?
We worked for him, for the Raven, my brother and I. He's responsible for my brother being shot and for my crippled arm. He sacrificed us.
Who? Who is the Raven?
I don't know. I never met him, and in all these years, I've never found him.
You don't know who you worked for?
No one knows who the Raven is. Some say he's dead. The fact is, he never returned to the stage after that fatal night in Paris.
So you want to lure him out of hiding?
And if anything can, it's the burglary of the century executed by another thief while using his name.
He doesn't come.
But I still got my revenge. The gentleman thief, now a bomb-throwing murderer. Oh, I do hope he is still with us, watching helplessly as I ruin his life's work, as he ruined mine. Enough chatter. I'll be going.
But why?
Your little girlfriend escaped, and if I can't eliminate all the witnesses, I can at least destroy their credibility. Why did you just shoot poor Constable Zellner, lad? They'll hang you and your accomplice. Ha ha ha! You've met your match, Raven. You hear me? Wherever you are, I beat you.
Good evening, Mr. Inch. The eyes of the Sphinx, if you would be so kind.
You? That's impossible!
The jewels, now! Inch, don't move a muscle. You're under arrest. A master thief who stole 2 cheap fakes and then fell to his death. A shot that no one could explain. But for the newspapers, it was the real jewels that were the heart of the story. The eyes of the Sphinx, reunited in the Egyptian Museum.
What kind of game is this?
The Raven's game.
At least you caught him. Again.
I saw the surprise and the anger in Inch's eyes. He knew he'd been played.
You don't mean...
At first they wanted us to believe that it was Gebhardt. And now we're supposed to believe that it was Inch. He's still out there.
So then, who is the Raven?
Hello there, handsome devil.
Hey there, pretty lady.
Don't! My father will be here any moment.
Did you tell him about our engagement?
She did. I almost slipped out of character.
Oh, Daddy, we all know that would never happen. You were Anton Jakob Zellner through and through, even with the world crashing down around you.
Didn't go too badly, did it?
Well, Inch nearly blew us up, and I was almost charged with murder.
Ah, yes. Exciting, wasn't it? I haven't had fun like that since I retired.
Dr. Gebhardt nearly killed you.
Nobody could have suspected the doctor. At least we managed to clear things up quickly.
I would have preferred it if things went according to the old plan. We would have swapped the jewel aboard the ship, and Alex wouldn't have been kidnapped by Inch.
And I'd have preferred it if you hadn't given me a nasty bump on my noggin.
And what would your excuse have been for staying on board if I hadn't? Hey, I improvised.
Good point.
I was afraid Inch would realize you were wearing a bulletproof vest.
He was too confident. After he foiled your plan, he thought he had everything under control. He never really took a look at the emerald in the display case. He just assumed that they shipped the real jewel from Switzerland.
And after my little tussle with Inch, we had both jewels.
He blew half the museum to smithereens just to steal a fake.
He was always rude and insolent. I never should have worked with him. His double-dealing cost his brother's life.
And his own as well.
I'd still rather see him in jail than in a morgue.
He shouldn't have messed with the Raven.
To your retirement.
To the future.
Finally. Dear Nico, the Raven
is dead. Yet other criminals live, and they are more brutal and ruthless than he ever was. Who will stop them? It would be tragic if a good policeman failed to do so because he was hunting for a dead man and ruining himself in the process. Let the dead rest in peace. They are not coming back.
R.